Good afternoon and welcome to Let's Get Personal. I hope you guys are having an amazing week. So let's jump right into today's question. Would you get back with an ex or stay in a relationship just for the sake of the kids? I've heard from a few different people that they don't want another man raising their kids, or and vice versa, or the shuffling between two different households gives people a little anxiety when thinking about going through a divorce. Let me preface with this. The decision to divorce, especially when children are involved, is one of the most difficult choices a person will make. I've been there. It was the hardest choice I've ever had to make, to file for divorce. Divorce is not pretty. It adds stress to the lives of each spouse, their families, friends, and children. Yes, I said friends. Anybody that has been through divorce and has friends that are, I can call them like the joining friends for the marriage. It is extremely hard on them, and oftentimes they feel like they have to take sides. Unfortunately, divorce tends to bring out the worst in people. Hurt feelings and anger often take precedence over doing what is truly best for the kids. Because of this, I always encourage my friends and people that write into me to do everything they can to work on their issues and challenges themselves. Do the work to repair their marriage before choosing divorce. Go to counseling. That's what I say to everyone. Go to counseling. Start there. When a marriage is healthy and the parents are working together towards the long-term health and happiness of the marriage and family, of course, that is always best for the kids and both parents. However, if you have a situation like mine and you decide to file for a divorce, there is no reason that you should stay together at any cost. Is better for children than divorcing. When parents are unhappy together and engage in unhealthy relationship habits, staying together for the kids, it can often do more harm than good. Trust me, I am a product of this, and my siblings and I often have many conversations to my parents now that we're in our adult years about this exact same thing. I have spent years in therapy undoing all the bad habits and behaviors I seen as a child. I know both of my sisters have also been in therapy. So yes, you have to undo those bad habits. What parents don't realize is that behaviors that are displayed in the home will set the stage for how their children will behave as adults, unless they seek counseling and choose to do better. That would be me and my sisters. Guys, we learn from our parents what it means to be married, how to be a husband or a wife, and how to effectively or ineffectively deal with conflict in a relationship and or marriage. This is why I made the decision to leave. I didn't want that for my kids. I'm not saying by any means that my parents nor myself and the boy's father didn't like one another. I'm simply saying and stating that we were better apart than together. I watched my mom put off happiness for the sake of keeping our family together, and that is something I never wanted to do. Now apart, my parents are finally living their life, but it's in their 60s. I didn't want to wait that long to finally begin to live my life. I often hear also people say things like, but we don't fight in front of the kids, or they don't see what's really going on. This is a PSA. Parents, I assure you, you are mistaken. Children are little sponges. They pick up and they notice everything, even when we think that they don't. It's the little things like affection towards one another, the lack of, or that it's not genuine, communication, how parents communicate on a daily basis. Kids are watching. They notice, they pick it up, and that is what they take from it. Trust me, over the course of days, year after year, those little messages accumulate, those seeds are planted in the kids, and that increases the likelihood that your children will repeat the same patterns they have seen in their home growing up. The damage mentally and spiritually will do to your kids living in an unhappy marriage or relationship is what they will spend their adult life recovering from. That would be me. Ultimately, guys, the bottom line is this. Unhappy parents do not tend to raise happy children. and unhealthy relationships that stay together for the kids when the marriage is destructive tend to produce children who have unhealthy relationships as adults. That's all I'm saying. Be mindful, be careful of the things that are going on in your home because your kids are watching, they take notice, and they will repeat those same habits when they enter adulthood and start beginning to have relationships. I hope this helps someone today. I thank you for sending in that question. I truly appreciate it and I love answering them. Again, if you have questions, I've had people send me things for questions on advice on what they should do. So I try and take some of those questions and answer them also because perhaps somebody else may be going through that. Continue to send in questions, guys, and I will continue to answer them. Have a happy rest of the day, and I will see you guys on Sunday. Bye, guys.